Season 7 of Tyler Perry's Sistas is premiering on January 3rd, 2024, which means it's time to talk about what we can expect from the new season. What's good, y'all? She gets this Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV, breaking down the teaser that we got to see, as well as a couple little sneak peeks that we pulled from behind the scenes. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn your bell notification so you don't miss out on any of my sisters' content and conversations, because I have been dropping new videos every day leading up to the Season 7 premiere, giving you guys additional insight and info for some of the storylines that we can expect to play out. Now, there is a writer's room for this season, which is a first in the series history, so you can definitely expect a new tone and feel. And I think that we get to see this visually play out in the poster that was revealed to promote Season 7, where we see a very pregnant and glowing Karen. But we also have, again, a teaser, and I want to go through the elements of it. Now, I have a higher quality teaser than the trailer that was also sneaked with a couple extra scenes, so bear with me because I'm going to be going back and forth. I want to make sure I cover all bases and give you guys all the information and talk about every piece of visual that we have seen thus far. But again, we're less than 10 days out from the premiere, so there's not too long to wait for the first new episode. I also have videos breaking down the synopsis for the first 3 episodes of Season 7, so check the description box for links to other videos if you want further deep dives into more information about this season. I've talked about Andi and Hayden for next season. I've talked about somebody who is actually going to die, and quite a bit more. So again, check the description box. Look out for these new videos that I have, and post a comment, your thoughts, and any questions that you might have. So without further ado, let's watch the teaser real quick.
We discovered you were with more than just she and I.
On January 3rd, it's a new season of Sistas.
I got a DNA test.
They'll be challenged like never before.
You sure about this game?
It's about to get dirty.
Tyler Perry's Sistas, new season, January 3rd at 9. Watch it live.
So this teaser starts off with Penelope in a pink dress, look like she's finding something on a desk, and then it goes to Andi, who looks like she's at Jordan's, because this doesn't look like her furniture at her penthouse, with her little new hairstyle, because what? Andi got a new do child coming in Season 7. So she's looking at information as well. And then we cut to a scene that looks like it's from the season finale of Season 6, where Penelope came up to the law firm to try to get answers from Andi, and then they wound up confronting Gary, right? And while we're seeing these visuals, we get the voiceover of Andi talking to Gary saying, we figured out that you have been cheating on us, but not just with us, other people. And I'm just like, Andi girl, you have known this since Season 2. You have known that you are the mistress of his actual wife, you know, the wife and mother to his 2 kids, one of which has autism that we have never seen and never heard him actually really speak about in any kind of loving way, right? You already knew that, and then over the course of that situation becoming hectic, hellish, and dramatic for you, almost costing your damn job, your damn house, and your life as you knew it, you were also shown by Jasmine's private investigator photos and photos and photos of other women that he was also engaging in relations, sexual relations, or whatever with. So Andi, you are already aware that Gary has had or does have many women. Now, what is interesting to me is, are you going to be pulling those pictures out your back pocket? Because you bring up to Penelope about Jasmine, but you probably have the most information out of all the women that he has actually engaged with. And if you want to oust him now, please oust him for everything, honey. If y'all need a reminder of Andi's run-in with all of Gary's other women by way of the information that the PI provided, check this out.
I think he's other photos of his other women.
Wait, so...
Okay, from there, we are taken to the hospital, y'all, because our glowing good sis Kern, who is with child, and you know, Season 7 picks up 3 months after Season 6. So she's a little bit more farther along, you know, her belly is poking. However, there's something that's going down, something that's going on, and she looks kind of worried and concerned. And this is our first look at a peek into what's going to be the storyline around her pregnancy. I do have a video about her pregnancy scare where I dive into theories about what could actually play out in Season 7. And there is definitely some reason to be concerned. But again, I'm going to link that video in the description box down below. Just know that the bulk of Karen's drama this season will probably not have anything to do with her just being so stuck on Zachary Taylor, but more so her trying to make it through the rest of her 9 months with this healthy pregnancy and having a healthy baby. And then straight following up after the hospital scene is a scene of Karen showing up at the duplex looking as good as she want to look. Zach answers the door and she tells him, I got a DNA test. Lord, Lord, Lord. I pray that this is the season 7 writers putting the whole paternity to bed. We're going to find out for the final time, the official time. She's about 5 months pregnant here. So this should be the official who the daddy. This is what's going to be playing out. And it's interesting that we're getting it in this teaser, because typically in the teasers that we get prior to the season premiere, they only show the first half of the season, which means that the writers are not going to be playing around and dragging along, but they get into the story and get in there quick. Okay. From there, we get to hear the narrator talk about how they will be challenged, i.e. the girls, the sisters. And it's very quick clips from dramatic seeming scenes. So there's Danni with a bunch of kids looking at her, which I actually talk about. These are Tony's children that walk in on her and Tony getting in at the damn airports. That's why they make hotel rooms. You deserve the embarrassment that you're receiving right now. And then we get to see a Gary looking out of a window, but the window was blurred out and he got a gun in his hand. And then when you go to the very next scene, it's a scene of Andi coming out of some type of restaurant or establishment with some man that ain't Jordan, with his arms wrapped around her, and she's kikiing and giggling and look like she's having a good old time, just yucking it up. And this, I believe, is her friend from law school who she reconnects with in this season. Y'all, I have the descriptions for all 20-something new characters that we are about to see in season 7. I have them listed on ericavane.com. Their link is in the description box down below so you can read it for yourself. I also, of course, did a video about it. And as I mentioned, I'm dropping new videos every day to talk about all these theories. Do y'all even understand the plethora of new storylines that are playing out? Not Gary going all types of fatal attraction. We thought he was bad before. We thought he was a menace before. Not you stalking Andi with a gun in your hand and a pregnant ass fiance back at the house and a incarcerated ass ex-wife. Gary Borders, you have 100% lost your mind in season 7. You know what? Go out with a bang, babes, because this need to be your last season. And then from there, we get to see Gary having a conversation with Hayden. And Hayden's like, are you sure about this, Gary? He's like, it's about to get dirty. And then we get to see some man's dress shoes under a white sheet getting carted out of the damn law firm if somebody died. I do have a video about that, of who I think actually dies in season 7. So you can check that out. All the videos that I have mentioned are linked in the description box down below. I'm sorry I keep repeating that, but y'all, I have dropped so much information. There's so much to consume. There's no reason why y'all should not just be watching a bunch of videos right now and making sure that you're caught up before January 3rd. Now, Hayden clearly makes up with Gary in episode 22 of season 6 after Tamara outs like, yes, I'm gonna take half, I got you, like you don't scare me, blah blah blah. He realizes that Gary is telling the truth, so now he is exacting revenge on Fatima and Tamara, which also puts him back in good graces after he fake fired Gary as a client and was like, I don't want nothing to do with you because you're lying, because clearly he wasn't lying. So we're gonna have to watch that play out, which is unfortunate. Now, the thing I want to talk about is in the other trailer, there's a couple scenes that are not in the official one that they're currently running right now in the teaser. So I just want to talk about those really quick, which unfortunately is a little bit lesser quality. So visually, I'm sorry, but I just want to make sure I mention it so that y'all, of course, have all the information.
We discovered you were with more than just she and I.
Wednesday. It's a new season of Sistas.
Karen's being investigated by the FBI.
Get ready for a new era.
What if it's last?
Secrets will be revealed.
I got a DNA test.
And they'll be challenged.
Do you know what it was when you signed up? Dealing with it or you know
Like never before.
You sure about this game?
It's about to get dirty.
By the very Sistas, all new Wednesday at 9. Watch it live on BET.
Okay, so one of the scenes that is in this other version of the trailer is Gary on the phone saying she's not going to know what hit her, what looks like Penelope behind him. Now, this gives better context to Penelope looking through paperwork. I think that there's a bunch going on in an effort to try to take down Gary. I have a video which talks about if Jordan is going to help take down Gary, if Andi, Penelope, and Jasmine have banded together to take down Gary, because in season 7 he is going under FBI investigation, and clearly he's at his damn wit's end if he running around with a gun stalking Andi. So that is one of the scenes. I definitely think that this is the setup to better understand what Penelope is doing behind the scenes. And then from there we get to see Fatima talking to Andi, just confirming that, saying that Gary is being investigated by the FBI. And then there's a very quick cut to him at his office, what looks like he's slamming down either a folder or his laptop. And it's like, are you trying to destroy evidence, sir, because you are under this investigation and your ass is going down? Maybe, but the aggression is just popping up off your behind as we get more and more enthralled into what's really happening in Gary Border's life. And you know what? I'm excited. I am happy. I am sad to watch your life come tumbling down, because you have been a complete and utter menace for the last 6 seasons. It's giving karma comeuppeth. Okay? And then, y'all, we get a beautiful clip of the grand opening of Karen's new salon. I cannot wait for this moment. She looks so happy. The girls are surrounding her. There's Pam on the right in the red. Daniella on the right, on her left, but our right. And then on the left, there is Andi looking sexy. Everybody looking good. And then, of course, Sabrina. What's interesting to me is, where the hell is Fatima? Because in season 7, Fatima gets integrated more into the girl group, into the girls. Like, she's going to be hanging out and kikiing with them, y'all. She going to be a friend, y'all. They actually going to be navigating like they real friends. And I think that there's going to be some drama about that too, which we going to talk about. But I'm like, Fatima, where you at the grand opening? All the girlfriends there. Interesting. But again, this is a very exciting moment for Karen. We get to see a very pregnant Karen. This seems like it's one of the best times of her life, like a super highlight of her life. And I'm so glad that we are getting moments like these, because so far in the series, it has been very few and far between that we have had moments where we could truly relish and celebrate in the joy and the peace and the achievement of whatever Black woman happens to be going through a really great high. The series to me is so punctuated with so many horrible lows, but this is a really great example of a great high, and I love to see this. Now, our good girlfriend Sabrina is getting a strong storyline in season 7. Shout out to the writers. Miss Mama's is going about freezing her eggs, and we get to see the next scene after the grand opening, and the ribbon cutting at Karen's salon is her at the hospital reading a brochure. Then we get to see little sexy Sabrina back at Andi's penthouse telling the girls that she's planning to freeze her eggs, and I'm like, I love this for her. Also, what's coming, y'all, is that unfortunately, Rich, who she's dating, don't necessarily want kids. I got videos. If y'all ain't know that, see, this is why you need to be subscribed. So go ahead and subscribe. But part of the reason why she's also freezing her eggs, well, it's early in their relationship, but she's freezing her eggs because she wants to ultimately have kids. However, how serious can you get with a man who says up front that he don't want kids? Well, and then from there we go to a scene of this is a scene that's also already in the original trailer. That's back to Penelope, and I think the only other scene that we didn't see in the teaser that they're promoting in this other version is Tony saying this is what you signed up for, and talking to Danni at the airline. And this is speaking to Danni getting into a beef with his ex-wife. His ex-wife is not really ready to be ex as much as she, as the paperwork says. And apparently he is taking the side of like, well, you knew I was married and I got a divorce. You knew I had kids. This is what you signed up for. So what you finna run now? And I'm like, Daniella, I ain't never been Tony's biggest fan. So we can go ahead and cut him off at the knees when it comes to this goofiness, because sir, ain't nobody finna be fighting with you and your ex-wife and your kids coming in on me getting back shots. Like, what the hell? But y'all know, again, I'm biased because I don't like Tony, and I probably won't like Tony. So there's that. Then there's another scene where we get to see a cautious looking Fatima look to Zach, and it looks like Andi is right in front of her, but there's no dialogue leading to that scene. So I don't know what that is actually tied to, and that's pretty much it. That is the full breakdown of the teaser, as well as what looks like the official trailer that they haven't really released again yet. Shout out to people on X and whatnot that be coming up with and recording these things on their phone when they catch it, when they're watching live TV, so that we can have some of these visuals, because child, BT does a poor job of really circulating these things so that we have them in advance to talk about, but that's not the here nor there. Let me know what your favorite storyline or character is. What are you looking forward to most in season 7, or what your thoughts are about everything that I just broke down in this video. Drop it in the comment section down below so we can keep the conversation going. You can again check out any of the videos and the topics mentioned in those videos linked in the description box down below. Character descriptions on ericavane.com. It's your good sis, You Let Us Talk TV with